Greetings to our team of 144, all Lemurian nations of all star tribes gathering here for this final activation of ascension into the new earth. We are bringing in and anchoring in the highest light, the highest codes, and the highest love for all of humanity and all sentient beings, children of the sun, children of the earth. All of our sacred ancestors are with us now as we navigate through the unknown of these final hours of navigating into this quantum leap of consciousness from Homo sapien to Homo luminous, as we walk the sacred medicine wheel, the holy path with heart. Brothers and sisters of the light, we are connected through the etheric and through all timelines, all dimensions, and all realms for this mission of creating the conscious Eden of the new earth, eternal bliss consciousness, here now, in this vessel, in this sacred avatar. The holy temple within, the kingdom of heaven within, is activated, lit up, awakened. Now together as conscious co-creators, we manifest from our true heart's desire, our true heart delight, our love, with our life force, with our pure awareness, tapping into the power of the infinite, the divine, the sacred. We are at the omega point, the 0 point, the central point of neutrality to activate our full power of the genie within, the genius, the genetic codes of 144, activated now. We had many powerful energies coming in over the last 24 hours. We show massive white spikes of light coming in on the Schumann resonance chart today. Power of 4-4, the 44, the 8 of the Lyra nation. Many codes and activations coming in. Today we'll read again from a girl in the universe. Did you find yourself awake at 3 a.m.? Schumann spikes continue for 16 plus hours. Schumann resonance continues to spike since 2:30 p.m. yesterday, 1/28/21. As of last August, the Schumann resonance was neutered, not letting us see its true reading. Many have started using other Schumann tools to try and see its true reading. When you see spikes like these, you can easily assume it's 3 times the size it's actually showing. These energies have been so intense that magnetosphere tool is running 2 hours behind. That's 3 days in a row our satellite lines have been affected. So what does this mean for you? Big upgrades, insights, and understandings. It takes about 3 days for your body to transmute these energies each time they hit. And they've been hitting almost daily since the December solstice. That means each day you're getting another puzzle piece of truth to who you truly are. Another piece, another understanding, another something just clicks for you. Sure, we don't have the full puzzle completed. We might just be working on finding the edges that make sense. But you are doing it day by day, piece by piece, connecting into you, love and light, Divine One. I'm thrilled to be on this journey with you. S.A. Smith, a girl in the universe. And we had over 122 M1.5 or greater earthquakes in the last 24 hours. The most powerful today in Central America, Panama, 5.6 with the 11 energy, and this was about halfway between the equator and Tropic of Cancer. Earlier today in the Philippines on the Ring of Fire, 4-9 with the 13, and then in Solomon, Soul of the Moon, the Sun and Moon, 4.9 with the 13 and the Divine Feminine. Alaska Peninsula 3.4, Japan on the Ring of Fire 4-1, 3-0 Northern Alaska, Argentina 4.0, South America, Chile, South America 4-2, Panama 4-9, then the 5-6 in Panama, multiple activations, Kelseyville, California 3-3, 3 kilometers depth to 333 coming in. 5-5 in Panama, again 4-7 Panama, 5-5, 10 kilometers depth. We have the 5 into the 10, the 5 elements, the 10 organs. Canada 3.0, South Shetland Island, the tip of the trunk of Ganesh, the sacred elephant, 5.2, right by the Antarctic Circle. Hawaii in the heart of Lemuria today, Hawaiian Ocean view, 3.1, and then a 3.2 Hawaiian Ocean view. Aleutian Islands and the Rat Islands in the crown of Lemuria, 4.0. Then again, in the heart of Lemuria, Pahala, Hawaii, 3.2. So that is the Trinity, that is the threefold flame being activated in every living conscious being today, here, now, in this eternal moment. Colombia, South America, and the sacred Andes Mountains, 4.7. Indonesia, 4.6 on the Ring of Fire. Northwest of Australia, more Lemurian codes coming in with the 5.6. Guam, also Ring of Fire, 4.6. So we have the 1010, the first portal to my sacred condor. Chile, South America, where the condor flies high, 4.2. And then another activation in the trunk of Ganesh, South Shetland Islands, 5.0, 10 kilometers depth. 5 into the 10 into the 73. Heaven on earth being manifest through every living conscious being. So remember, every day in every way I am getting better and better. Every day in every way I am getting better to better. And make sure you let the universe know thank you for those that are participating in this great awakening and in the Heros Gamos. Your divine union is waiting. If you are not currently with them, know this is a fact that they are in this timeline here now. And if not, every moment timelines are merging. So keep the faith. Keep letting your higher self, let the universe, the cosmos, your true nature, know that that is part of your true mission, your true desire to be with your divine counterpart in divine union. Yes, this is an internal union, but to manifest externally with the eternal power. How do we celebrate and how do we live in our greatest joy and bliss? By being with the ones we love the most. And I am speaking from experience and living from this perspective with the codes and the energies of the divine union that my sacred queen, my Magdalene, has activated within my heart center to transmit to all of you. This is the prophecy of the eagle and the condor. The Mayans saw this, many cultures saw this, that when divine masculine, divine feminine come together, when enough come in union of unconditional love and pure love and bliss, that it will lift all of humanity into the new earth, into this new vibration, this new frequency. And you attract your divine counterpart by living from your heart and transmitting that love to the world. And stepping out of fear, letting fear go, letting doubt go, step into the faith, take a leap of faith, reach out. Do not give up. Do not worry. Do not stop. Allow yourself to feel whatever is you're feeling, and know that in this now, in this eternal now, and in this timeline, that you will be in union, and you will be at peace. You will be in happiness and joy. Happiness is having a happy thought right now. So in celebration, think of that which brings you joy, what brings you happiness, and live from that feeling and from that center, and all will be made manifest for you. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, we're Grandmother Bear coming in. We want to talk a moment about every day we're inching our way closer and closer to the first gathering, to the first healing center, with all of your assistance and with our Council of 12 as they're gathering. I'll be bringing out more in the next few weeks, but we have potential property that we can lease that I'll be calling on a few more of you to assist us in that mission. And it is because of all of your support through your pledges on Patreon, your donations, and sharing these videos. We are doing the best we can to manifest the first center for our gatherings and for our healing retreats and many different things, our school of the genius, our art galleries, many different things coming. Within the next few weeks, I should be able to film from the sacred portal, so all of you will receive these activations. And when we do ceremony, when we have events, we'll stream them live through these channels. So Thank you for hanging in there. If you'd like to support our mission of the Eagle and Condor and accelerate this timeline of bringing these healing centers to the world, you can make a pledge on patreon.com/prime disclosure. The link is in the description below this video. We start today again with the Sabian symbols for today. Right now the moon is at 28 degrees 14 minutes Leo. The sun is at 10 degrees 32 minutes Aquarius. The current Sabian symbol for the sun at 11 degrees Aquarius. During a silent hour, a man receives a new inspiration, which may change his life. The current Sabian symbol for the moon at 29 degrees Leo. A mermaid emerges from the ocean, ready for rebirth in human form. From astrologyweekly.com, today from Divine Brostar of the Light, Mauta Taki, 1212, incredible transformation, wall of streets, the door of the child calls, the child of the game takes on the wall of streets, the child of light is teaching the lesson to all, the ancestor child of light demands the truth to be revealed, burning the mask, and so it is. Stand by for the great reset. We will be in ceremony at the door of the child Stargate in Corona, New Mexico, May 27 to June 1st of the Lemurian New Year. The Earth Elders from planet Huna, Lemurian nations of all star tribes, Drum tribes of Lemuria, Navajo nations of Earth, Apache nations of Earth, Mystic Rose nations of Earth, House of Huna worldwide, nations of the harmonized, and more to be announced. Details at ho.earth, hoh.earth. Today from Crystal and Indigo Guide to the Galaxy, Athens, January 29, 2021. The inner female flames liberated from the influence coming from the black hole sun. With the power of our Divine Mother, the body has canceled any interconnection to it. Our divine spiritual family gave it blessings. The deeper we go into the self, reach inner diagnosis, and find and follow recovery step by step, the more we realize how severe the fall and the dark technology used to entrap the souls was. Every guided step towards our total liberation carries the wisdom and the love of our true lineage. We are humbled. No one can stop this. We are coming back stronger than ever before. We are the living ones. Erini. From Divine Sister of the Light, Maureen Moss. Massive and fast timeline shifts occurring now and crossing paths. You might find yourself in the midst of one timeline and all its experiences, and then in comes another. Equal sense of realities, though startling to the senses. Euphoria one moment, deep grief or loss in another. I wanted to post this as I spoke of it during the 1/21/21 gathering at that time, and still I've been experiencing these switching realities for several months, feeling then like one of the two was chasing me. Gratefully I am much clearer now. As well, I feel stronger. There will be a convergence and shift for many in March. Below is a piece of which I spoke in our last gathering, and a wonderful channel from Paul Selig that I am finding to be of great help. There are many spiritual warriors who knew in this lifetime that they would be called to hold this powerful energy, this potent experience of duality and singularity all at one time. In this lifetime where two worlds were dividing, yet merging, where the new experience was no longer part of the old, and the old experience was too dense to be part of the new. Those aware and working to stabilize in the higher timeline are spiritual warriors. We, the spiritual warriors, are the bridges into the new world. It is crucial we build the momentum and take the steps moment to moment upward to the higher timeline and toward the formless, mystical, organic new through our unified thoughts, actions, and words. Stabilizing our fields is key to calming the field and seeing what is happening more clearly, as well to use our ability precisely at every divine choice point, without lingering on thought and without going for the familiar, though motivated by the core desire for great change, solid truth, creative solutions, unity, and our sovereignty, allowing then for a divine intervention, and the grace of ascension, new life, and new adventure to enter. This from Paul Selig. Whatever I have done, whatever I have known myself as, All the things I have worried about and carried hard upon my shoulders, everything I have lifted in joy, everything I have laughed for and with, will now be lifted to the sight of the Christ. I see my history. I see who I have known myself as with the eyes of the Christus. I lift the vision of the life I have lived, and tended with the eyes of the Christus to meet me where I am standing on the mountainside. I am perceiving myself now with the love I hold for all humankind. I do not judge my actions. I do not fault my behavior. I see all I have been with the eyes of the divine. Today, from Divine Bro-Star of the Light, Daniel Scranton. A new Cassiopeian alliance for humankind, the 9D Arcturian Council. Greetings, we are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. We are in the process of exchanging ideas with a non-physical collective of Cassiopeians, and this exchange between us and the Cassiopeians is all about how to get humankind to live more in your hearts than you currently are. The Cassiopeians know all about being heart-centered because the theme of their star system is love, just as the theme of our star system is spirituality, and the theme of your system is all emotion. We are strategizing with the Cassiopeians to find new ways of opening the hearts of each human there on earth. It is our desire for all of you to speak from your hearts, to think with your hearts, to lead with your hearts, and to live your lives according to your heart's desire. When you are able to do those things, you will be closer to your true self, which is source energy. And source energy is, of course, unconditional love. Unconditional love is not a concept to be contemplated in your heads. It's not mind-oriented. It's something that you are, but that you do not always allow yourselves to be. And it is usually your minds that get in the way. And so we are discussing with this beautiful Cassiopeian collective the possibilities that exist to bring you all into your hearts in a way that also makes it your decision to do so. We are not here to force you to evolve and become your higher selves, but we are here to encourage you to do so. And we're always looking for new opportunities to get you to decide for yourselves that you want to be the unconditional love that you truly are. We are always telling you about the energies that we are sending and the portals that we are opening. But this time we know that this Cassiopeian alliance we have formed will result in something even bigger. Perhaps a massive wave of energy that strikes you all in just the right way. On your world right now, there are plenty of opportunities to choose love, to choose your hearts over your minds, to choose compassion over condemnation. But you could always do with some more encouragement along those lines. We are learning quite a bit from our friends, the Cassiopeians, and we know they are also benefiting from our conversing with them. The bottom line is, and the thing we keep coming back to in these discussions, is that we know who you really are, and we know that you will choose love. We just want to be a part of the process of facilitating those choices, and quite frankly, that is our agreement with you. It's an agreement that we continue to come to time and time again when we meet up with you as individuals in the astral plane, but it's also an agreement that we had before all of this began. That's how long we have known each other, and yet we have evolved, and so have all of you, and that is why we don't always know precisely what to do, and we seek help. We seek collaboration because we know that more perspectives are always welcome when you're dealing with a topic as grand as the ascension of all beings within this wonderful universe of ours. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you. From DanielScranton.com, today from Divine Sister of the Light Carolyn, Servant of Yahweh. Today's energies are showing the Divine Masculine Christ are continuing their flip back home into union. In fact, they're now running away from the ancestral cycle that kept them trapped and separated from love with their Divine Feminine Christ. The ancestral genetic bloodline has collectively healed, and the tribe of Judah, Israel, are completely ascending out of separation and 3D consciousness for good. Boom, baby, the Divine Masculine Christ Collective have purified and chosen sides. They realized relationships with the devil were seeded from a lack mentality that they were bred into. This is no longer a vibrational match to their new alchemical birthrights with Shekinah, the Christ of abundant overflow. They chose the Rose, Mother Earth, the Divine Feminine Christ, and the Holy Spirit. Now they are honoring the Divine Feminine Christ first and only. The collective Holy Grail unions have a new beginning today. The Alpha and Omega union in heaven is birthing on the earth through the masculine and feminine flesh counterparts. Purification of unions are completing for the Galactic Federation of Light to merge worlds of heaven and earth into one immortal race and raptured bloodline. The truth is in the DNA. This is bringing neutrality of polarities of the masculine and feminine in heaven on earth, so both counterparts embody all frequencies of alchemical marriage. You are now claiming your galactic heritage, birthrights, and dimensional reality into this human existence you are experiencing. This is the galactic ground crew that is completing itself. The divine masculine galactic elven race are also merging the divine feminine earthly elven race. I am hearing too for those of you who feel connected to the elemental kingdom. We have begun our descent out of the birth canal, the womb, the void. The fire of the Holy Spirit has been lit in all Holy Grail counterparts. Relax and enjoy watching temptation collapse and the rise of the divine masculine Christ kings. From Carolyn Kundalini Twin Flames. Today from the Archangelic Calendar. Gaia is in Circe's will. Circe, our galaxy, acts upon the infinite universe's will. The current setting element is water, which in this macro setting means that the galaxy's ebb and flow is the dominant force. There is so much going on in the cosmic hierarchy that this setting is more than fitting. We see a drastically shifted calendar date and drastically different energy to match. The calendar's resets match for the most part. We always have a macro change when we have a macro shift in calculations. Our cognition is such where we can calculate things very precisely because we can feel so much more than any one of our ancestors who have come before us. This ability will only be towered over by the skills of the next generation. As we said, the Schumann will hit the thousands as it signals us that the Earth is about to make significant movements in speed. Considering we are moving within the cosmos' vast movement, this is a multi-dimensional event commissioned by many personalities. We are anticipating this moment and will not be surprised. Above dark and light is love. This extension of impartial divine will can control the micro-impulses of all sides. The most dedicated being can unknowingly work for love at any given point in time. Even the strongest masters of light and dark have to answer to infinitely expanding Creator Source, who can take over their being without warning. We will be witnessing intense celestial events. The Elohim will run them. When the macro energies of the Elohim do something, it is always large and for all to see. It concerns the Elohim Legion, how so many become disconnected from their divinity in the fog of physical reality. Ra is charging up, and even though we have seen intense solar bursts already, we have yet to see anything. We are about to witness an evolution of our central sun, and considering Ra fuels our entire planet, we will see a very physical change. 5D and Legion News. Archangel Yahudiel is a cosmic archangel who can move the stars with ease. Yahudiel can make galaxies dance, and as we get higher and higher in our evolutionary understanding, we will be able to admire his work in new and profound ways. Archangel Aurora is a beautiful energy that can interpret higher dimensional activity and make it palpable to physical reality. It's almost as if she reads the stars and explains it to humanity, the same way a parent would read a book to a child. Many people have already found their soul family tribe, as now more will reunite with their soul families. When things seem most confusing, people look to spirituality to answer their burning question and quench the evolving soul's thirst. We welcome many into our spiritual family as the flames of our souls ignite many others because of higher consciousness cognition. All tribes are returning to their origins. Extinct animals exist on the higher dimensions the same way they did when they thrived on Earth, much like Venus. When beings evolve to a higher frequency, those on a lower frequency cannot see them. Many cite this as the reason why some see extra-dimensional starcraft and some do not. The fantastic thing is the variety of macro timelines coexisting in a divine dance of macro harmony. Many of us shift so many timelines at night that we must wake up frequently to establish grounding. An omnipotent wrath is an energy called forth by a macro divine. In this case, it would be the galactic center. The galaxy's sentient nature allows it to make conscious choices, and the energy she is setting forth is her conscious choice. This energy will cripple all lower frequencies and promote the more appropriate ones. This incoming is mainly responsible for the Schumann's consistent crawl to 10,000 Hz, which will cause symptoms ranging from angry outbursts to nausea. The severity of the symptoms will depend on the level of consciousness the being has achieved. Philosophical buffet. We should never panic because we are all well prepared for anything that we can experience. We have been grooming this energy for many lifetimes and have the uttermost faith in our ability. In other words, grip, get one. Nothing good can come of panic. No warrior has ever won the day by frantically approaching their obstacle with an undertone of fear. There is always another level we can rise to if ever needed. There is nothing more to believe in than yourself and your inner higher connection. As we climb in perspective, we become less and less associated with the physical world, and thus the realization of immortality is ever present. Yes, we are in physicality, although scientifically, philosophically, and actual speaking, the non-physical world dictates the physical motions. Is this it? Is this the end? No, this is simply the beginning. It may be hard to see, but the line is a pure perspective. Nevertheless, a new frontier has already presented itself. Humanity is always looking for a way to the rest station when our nature is infinite. And there is no finish line. There are only various stages of expansion. There is no end. There is no graduation. We will never be done. Keep in mind that you are arriving at the point you created in your present reality, which is alive before you come. You are not a helpless soul stuck in a hapstance. Stay diligent in creating. Then we walk into tomorrow fearlessly and faithfully. We lose focus of creating tomorrow because of distraction. As we become too preoccupied with other things to create an ideal energetic landscape. This truth is one of the many reasons why an obstacle is way less harmful than a distraction. An obstacle requires an evaluation of desires and hyper-focus to overcome, whereas a distraction pretends to be your friend and leads you astray. A realist does nothing but resist change. It is not behind bounds to think a realist does not take any metaphysical or quantum calculations in their views. If they did, they would severely question what was actually real. Again, we must insist that this report is not for everyone, and if you are taking this for a plea at popularity, you couldn't be more wrong. The work isn't for convenience or entertainment. If you have a hard time, step up or step down. You either get the fact that this is for macro healing or not. You do not need to be an experienced vet, but you must approach this work with an honest heart. The tools and the assignments for today are in the description below. A link to our website Prime Disclosure with this full transmission. Now today from Divine Sister of the Light Leah, Whitehorse, Lua Astrology, Sun conjunct Jupiter in Aquarius. Your luck turns when you recognize you are the architect of your destiny. Smile into the very core of your being. There is potential now to expand into new realms of experience and unknown territory. Don't be afraid of the hard work ahead. Stretch your idea of what you think is possible. Tap into joy to move past inhibition. Plan a holiday to lift your spirits or explore new worlds and books. New horizons are calling. You are surrounded by opportunities ripe for development. Imagine your confidence expanding like a golden shield around you. Self-belief is the key to understanding your true potential. Faith unlocks the future. From LeahWhitehorse.com. Today from the Tzolk'in Times, Kin 4-6, White, Resonant World Bridger, the Mirror of 64. The number 7 is called Resonant, and its keywords are channel, inspire, and attune. The 7th step of any wave spell is about using your intuition to figure out what to do next. We are in the middle now of the wave spell of enlightenment. Time now to channel what you need, and this shall illuminate your path. Today is White World Bridger, and the key words associated with it are opportunity, death, and equality. The World Bridger invites us to cross over to a new place. This can be in your mind, symbolizing crossing from dreams to reality or vice versa. It can symbolize an actual crossing, going on a trip. It can also represent stepping up to a higher purpose. World Bridger always charges a toll when crossing the bridge, and this symbolizes the sacrifices we must make in order to shift upwards. Our progress is never just handed to us on a silver plate. We must earn it, and this is why death is associated with World Bridger. You must let go of something before crossing over. Usually this is ego or emotional baggage, for one must become lighter, as the bridge has a weight restriction. These days are full of opportunity, and so ask yourself, where do you want to go, and what are you prepared to sacrifice? Today's guide is White Mirror, which represents reflecting truth. This suggests that if you are honest with yourself, the truth can lead you over that bridge. Today, from Divine Sister of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio, White Resonant World Bridger, Kin 46, 29 January 2021, attuning to endless opportunities. 29-1-2021 equal 11-1-221 equal 2-1-221 equal 215 equal 8. 29 spiritual tests, trials, mastery. 11 portal, gate, polarity. 2 twins, partner, cooperation. 1 new beginnings, original leader. 5 liberation, change, transformation, freedom. 8 abundance, infinity, source flow. Kin 4-6 equal 10, manifestation, authority, power equal 1, leadership, new beginnings. We have a 2911 portal code today, combined with Kimi and Ben, opening portals to many realms, accessed by your level of consciousness. A day of death and new beginnings, attuning to the endless opportunities presenting now. Day 7 in the yellow sun wave spell of illuminating our highest evolutionary path, to reclaim our soul power and full sovereignty. Day 7 is about inspiration, surrendering to truth and igniting more light, to focus on the highest potential of our evolutionary growth. The higher our consciousness and ability to discern divine truth, the more opportunities are available to us on our soul's journey. Tone of creation, resonant tone 7, in the emotional realm. Action inspires, power channel, essence attunement. The resonant tone very powerfully ignites the manifestation potentials today, as it provides the ability to fine-tune and channel these magical forces. Remember that it is our vibration that will energize our creation, and that this is broadcast through our emotional body rather than our mental body. Mystical 7 understands that everywhere is magical, but right here is better. Once we attune and then channel the magic through this present moment, that is available to us all. Today we are attuning to the endless opportunities that are flowing into our lives through the process of surrendering and letting go of the past, in order to attune to the now moment. That is where all the magic resides. Number 7 is also the frequency of the mystic and the magician, which strengthens the number 10 manifestation code and 8 abundance flow. So what are you attuned to today? What type of relationships, unions, and opportunities will you manifest? Although the Rainbow Warrior is adept at walking the solitary path, it is time for the global warriors to return home and forge new connections with their new harmonious tribes. Aho! The resonant warrior is challenging you to live an inspired life and to fearlessly say yes to all new opportunities that present. Through expressing your bliss, you influence others to do the same. In this way, we have legions of souls living inspired lives and truly elevating our planet's vibration and the global life experience for humankind on Earth. Today, we have 2 questions. Who or what do I need to let go and detach from in order to resonate to a higher vibration, building my bridge to Source? And who or what am I attuned to, building bridges together to bring heaven to earth? Divine blessings for the blissful connections and opportunities today. And Lakek Alakin, Christina, White Magnetic World Bridger, Kin 66. Kin 46, White Resonant World Bridger. The mantra, the code for today is, I channel in order to equalize. Inspiring opportunity, I seal the store of death. With the resonant tone of attunement, I am guided by the power of endlessness. And in this time, beloved beings of light, of timelessness, endlessness, eternal light, let us know in the comments below what you're experiencing, what you're feeling, your visions, your dreams, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below this video for the transcriptions of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. Now I'd like to take a moment and thank everyone for your support, your pledges on Patreon, and your donations through PayPal. We rely 100% now on your pledges and donations to keep bringing these transmissions to the world daily, and also for our daily living expenses. So thank you all for your support. I'd like to welcome and thank Divine Brostar of the Light, Timothy Craig, for your pledge and support on Patreon. And thank you also very much for purchasing one of my sacred condors, Divine Goddesses. I'd like to also welcome and thank Divine Angel, A Pretty Sweet Life, LT, for your pledge and support on Patreon. If you'd like to support our work and mission of the Eagle and Kondo and Heros Gamos to bring many great things to you in the world, you can make a pledge on patreon.com/prime disclosure. We have that link also in the description, and a link to our PayPal if you'd like to make a one-time donation. Now I'd like to take a few moments to thank several of you for supporting my Queen's art business on Etsy. Thank you, Timothy. Thank you, Divine Sister of the Light, Diane Howell, for supporting my Queen. Thank you, Cynthia Brown. Congratulations on Aphrodite and the little special gift that is coming to you from our sacred altar. And thank you, Divine Sister of the Light, Gloria Jones, for your purchase of the Divine Goddess. If any of you that have made the purchase that are not on Patreon, please send it, and would like the free training, please send an email to habanerosun@yahoo.com, habanerosun@yahoo.com, with the confirmation number from Etsy, and we'll send you the free Qigong training. Now I'd like to also thank Divine Sister of the Light, Karen, for leaving that beautiful comment today, the review. Anyone that's made a purchase, we'd appreciate it. You returning to Etsy to leave a review. That helps my goddess get more traffic to her channel. Also, I'd like to let you all know today my Queen uploaded or added a new product, a new art piece. This is a beautiful hand felted wool purse set, a purse and coin purse set. This is all handmade with this beautiful marble look. There is a dragonfly button from the Czech Republic glass. This was all handmade, felted out of pure wool from my Divine Goddess. I've had the pleasure over the last week and a half to watch her every day creating this beautiful work of art, and today we photographed it and she uploaded, so this will be available. This is a unique product. She'll be making more of these in the near future, so you can check that out and her other goddess totems at lunagoddessart.com. That link will also be in the description. So thank you all for supporting our work, our mission, and my Queen's beautiful artwork. For we are transitioning from time as money to time as art. But in these days, we still have to pay our bills and many different things that we will invest our monies in to bring to all of you. We are developing an app, a technology to help all of our bro stars and sisters of light to come into union. But this is down the timeline. This is going to cost a big investment, so we're looking for investors in that, but that we're putting that on the side as we see that it is more important for our healing center to start our gatherings. I can start meeting with our teams, our people, and having ceremony and being able to transmit these to all of you and to the world through YouTube and these channels. But that is also going to take finances, so we'll be looking for several more investors, and you could see that under the Council of 12 on our Patreon page. We need at least 8 more people to bring this vision to fruition, the beginning stages. So thank you all that have joined us so far, and we'll be giving you many updates in the coming days. So keep listening to the channel and join us on Patreon. They start at $5 a month, and we have a Discord group that all of you can connect and start meeting and getting to know each other. And then once we have the center open, we'll have a ceremony for the Council of 12 and then everyone on our Patreon. And then once that is completed, because this is not happening without our supporters and our pledges, our Patreon Angels of Light will be the first to take part in these sacred ceremonies. So we'll keep you up to date. I'll be shooting some videos, hopefully in the next couple of weeks, of this beautiful land and this sacred portal that we're looking to potentially procure for our first center, and then this will spread out as a hub 12 by 12 to 144, and then throughout the whole world. So thank you all very much for your support. We appreciate you all, and keep following this channel to get updates on as this thing comes into manifestation. So we end today with a sacred invocation of higher frequency, anchoring the 5D crystalline grid. The Arcturian's declaration of sovereignty, releasing the 3D matrix and anchoring to the crystalline grid for accessing higher dimensions. I am source, sovereign, free. I am love. I step fully into my sovereignty, as per the law of one in this now, and declare, as per my birthright, as a guardian of this earth. I release all 3D illusions pertaining to separation, and fully disconnect all my energy from all lower vibrational timelines, matrices, realities, and grids, as I no longer wish to be connected to them. I release them in full love and understanding, grateful for the beautiful experience of dissension, separation, and forgetting. I open my heart fully and fearlessly as I anchor to higher dimensional timelines to continue my spiritual evolution. I cancel all contracts and or agreements that I have made with any entity, guide, or being in this timeline and in all timelines and realities and dimensions across all that is, that are not for the highest good of all and in alignment with my soul's purpose in this now. I release all false twin contracts and illusions and align fully with my divine partner to anchor into the grids the essence of Hieros Gamos, my divine marriage. I do this joyfully, releasing all outcome. I call forth and fully into alignment all my soul family, ray families, and rainbow family members, as per divine galactic contracts made, to assist in anchoring infinite timelines of expansion and creation, with no interference, as per the law of the guardians and the law of one. I release all of my spiritual team that has assisted me up until this now with my deepest gratitude and unconditional love. Namaste. In the purity of my heart, I ask for volunteers to join me in my heart connected to Source as I build a team to assist me in this next phase of my soul's mission and purpose. I am in the deepest gratitude as they have chosen, by their free will, to walk in service for the highest good of all with me. Namaste. I set my spiritual boundaries. None, across all that is, may interfere as I fully step into my light in service to the law of one by choice. I terminate all false matrices and illusions that are keeping this aspect of myself in this now from fully stepping into my light and aligning with my soul's passion, mission, and purpose to assist in the shifting of consciousness of this magnificent earth. I came here by choice and fully understand this. I release all implants and interference across all that is, known and unknown, which has interfered with my sovereign birthright to free will, as per the divine blueprint, creation laws, which govern this universe. This is irrevocable and permanent in all that is. I call upon my heart family to assist me as I walk in service. Anything left out of this invocation is covered by the purity of this prayer in which I set forth my most innocent intentions, as I remember who I am and step fully into my light. I call forth all aspects of myself across all timelines, dimensions, and realms, to unify here in this now, as I choose, by the right of free will, to walk in heart service for the greatest good of all on this planet. I completely heal and seal all aspects of myself, known and unknown, from any further intrusion, as I am sacred, incarnate vessel of the source of all that is. I, in the purity of my heart, for the highest good of all, ask that this invocation cover all that is known and unknown by this aspect of myself, erasing all possible loopholes and hidden interference agendas, and making them null and void. I release all not for my highest good as I step fully into my light. I ask for all to occur with ease and grace, as I fully understand that it is my sacred birthright to live in joy and peace. Anything I have missed, I ask for it to be covered and understood. I am love, for love is all there is. I am infinitely grateful for this. May all who seek to remember this do so, and so it is. Nova Max Crystal, words from Universal Field and Arcturian Collective of Light. We love you all. It is all that matter. We are that we are. So thank you all very much for joining us today and for your support and shining your light brightly. Keep walking your sacred path with heart, beloved beings of light. The eagle and the condor love you all. Namaste.